Well, I think it's important to use videos, especially in cultural anthropology, because I like for the students to be able to visualize the cultures that we're talking about in class. When, for example, for the Mesoamerican class that you're going to be looking at, when I first taught the class, I realized I do a little survey of the students, and I realized that very few students had traveled outside of the United States. Very few were familiar with Latin America, so that makes it even more important for them to be able to visualize what they're watching or what they're reading about. So basically, when I set up the curriculums, both for the very large introduction class that I teach that has 250 students, then I teach 2 upper division classes per semester. Those can be content-based or theory-based, but so for a course like Mesoamerica, which is a course about Mexico and Central America, I have videos incorporated throughout the curriculum. And I almost always have a couple students who come up after the class. They're sort of like thanking me for showing the film, and yeah, that really got them thinking, that's what I'm after. The whole digitizing of the films, before they digitized the films, I always put the films on reserve so that if students didn't come to class, they would have the option of going to the library to watch the video. So yes, this makes it extremely convenient. I can sort of see the flip side that maybe students are going to do things like decide, oh, I just don't need to come to class that day. Because I still like the idea that you have a large audience, that they react to the film together, that I can sort of set up certain things. I always situate the films historically, usually tell them, okay, this was filmed at X time, so keep that in mind. I will gear them to look at certain themes in the film. So I still want to have that kind of interaction. Nevertheless, I think there's some interesting possibilities for the future as far as, I don't have enough time in class to show certain films, so I could start requiring them to watch the films outside of class. I'm still toying with that. I don't want to make the curriculum too demanding, as in like take all the films off and let them watch them all by themselves, and then, no, I want it to sort of be part of the class. So I still like the idea of sort of showing them in class. So I'm a little torn on all of that and how to use that. I have to say that the technology in terms of the DMS digitizing part, it's worked rather well. I often go to the library and get the actual video because sometimes the quality is a little bit better. On the other hand, if I don't have time to run up to the library, I can just show it myself through that. And there's still the convenience that the students can access it online if they need it. And I haven't heard any students complaining about not being able to get access. So that seems to be working smoothly. Let's put it that way. I think some students even go back and watch the film a second time. As I said, especially with the introduction class, they're tested on it. So I expect them, and I warn them at the beginning of the semester, I expect you to watch every video, I expect you to attend every lecture, I expect you to do all the reading, and you will be tested on all of it.